Today's news reminds me of a lesson I learned back in history class. And I'll get to the news in a second. But perhaps you'll figure out what the news is about once I'm done with the story. Back during the Persian Empire, there was a corrupt royal judge named Sisamnes. And his time as a judge was during the rule of Cambyses II of Persia. And Cambyses didn't take any shit. Once he found out Sisamnes was accepting bribes in order to influence his verdicts, he had him arrested and then sentenced him to getting filleted alive. He then ordered that Sisamnes' skin be made into a chair. And not just any regular chair, a judge's chair. Oh, but it doesn't end there. Cambyses had to appoint a new judge. And guess who he appointed? Sisamnes' son, Otanes. And made Otanes sit in that chair as a reminder to make sure Otanes has the apple fall very, very, very far from the tree. Have you figured out what the news is about today? Dems revive calls for Clarence Thomas resignation. SCOTUS ethics reforms after new ProPublica report. I'm sure if Sisamnes had a choice, he'd just resign. It's not that bad. But let's take a look at the report. At least 38 destination vacations, including a previously unreported voyage on a yacht around the Bahamas, 26 private jet flights, plus an additional 8 by helicopter, a dozen VIP passes to professional and college sporting events typically perched in the skybox, 2 stays at luxury resorts in Florida and Jamaica, and 1 standing invitation to an uber-exclusive golf club overlooking the Atlantic coast. Let us not forget, this year it came out that Texas real estate billionaire Harlan Crow's generosity towards Thomas, including vacations, private jet flights, gifts, the purchase of his mother's house in Georgia, and tuition payments. In an April statement, the justice defended his relationship with Crow. The Crows are amongst our dearest friends, Thomas said. As friends do, we have joined them on a number of family trips. How many friends buy their mama's house? I need new friends. But anyway, perhaps even more significant, the pattern exposes consistent violations of judicial norms. Experts, including 7 current and former federal judges appointed by both parties, said, "In my career, I don't remember ever seeing this degree of largesse given to anybody," said Jeremy Fogel, a former federal judge who served for years on the judicial committee that reviews judges' financial disclosures. "I think it's unprecedented." Now, the total value of the undisclosed trips alone since Clarence Thomas became a judge in 1991 is valued in the multi-millions. And his rich buddies say that, oh, we don't talk about stuff like that. We talk about family matters and sports. Right. Kind of took a page out of Ginny Thomas's book where she said, "I don't discuss cases with my husband." Ginny. Now, I'm not just going to pick on Clarence Thomas. They've all done it. But as per usual, it's not the crime, it's the cover-up. You see, all the gifts and vacations that other justices have got are public because they've disclosed them. And they're few and far in between. But the problem with Clarence Thomas is the amount, the volume, the frequency of these vacations and how many of them were undisclosed. Oh, perhaps he's just making sure that the job he's doing is worth it. Back in 2001, he complained that he doesn't get paid enough to do what he's doing, but said it's worth doing for the principle. You son of a gun. I haven't even scratched the surface. This video could be 20 minutes long if I went through all the principles. Now, I'm not saying what happened to Sisamnes should happen to Thomas. I'm also not saying that given the Montgomery, Alabama brawl and how effective a chair can be in that scenario, I'm saying resign. Anyways, bye!